Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I am your messenger, Mazi also Tufarai. Today is January the 12th and I'm introducing to you another day, another edition of Acts of Faith by Iyanla, Vanzant. Let me show you the cover. Check out the cover. It's daily meditations for people of color. Excuse me. As I like to call it, daily inspiration for Black people. It's inspiration for all people, especially my Black people. There's an intro, there's a small passage, paragraph like, and a close. For those of you who love reading, it's a breeze, all right? For those of you who don't fancy reading too much, it's just a page, all right? It's a page to a day in your life, to look at your life in a more unique, in a more different manner than you usually do. It's to inspire you, it's to help you hold a meditation. So before you read, 5 minutes spend to yourself. Pray, think, just relax. After you read, relax again and think. Refocus, reframe, do all of those good positive things. All right? So, without further ado, January 12th, let us begin. There's absolutely no way to save people from the things in their eyes. They must gather the courage to do it for themselves. The writer of this intro is Alvin Lester bin Mooring. Alvin Lester bin Mooring. I will put a link in the description down below for you to click and check out who he is. The passage. Before we were indoctrinated to the rules of the world with all its do's and don'ts, we were actually very receptive. We received a lot of things, right? That's my commentary. We received a lot of things, especially positive. We were willing to try new things, go into forbidden places, and take risk without hesitation. We did not believe in unhappiness, in defeat, in rejection, or lack. We asked for what we wanted and were willing to demand that it be provided. I'm thinking of my son, 16 months. This month on the 20th, on January 20th, my son will be 17 months. Praise God. We thought the world existed to respond to our needs. It might do us well to revert to the ways of childhood if we want to bring some good into our lives. All right. Now let's revert back to the good ways of childhood. It doesn't say be childish. It doesn't say laugh after people. It doesn't say any of those things. It says it might do us well to revert to the ways of childhood if we want to bring some good into our lives. Okay? It's not the temper tantrums or childish outbursts that we want. It is the openness and freedom from limitation that we need. Praises. We have been taught to accept fear, lack, sorrow, and restriction as part of everyday life. We are afraid to make demands of life because we believe we can't have what we want. We no longer feel free to express what we feel when we feel it. Now we want to be everyone's friend. If only we could think like a child again. There's a good chance we would find the freedom we gave up to become adults. So let us just say when we are young, when we are at our tender stages, we meet people, we love people, we hang out with them for the time, and we move on. The next place we go to, we meet people, we hang out for a time, and again, we move on. We never held on like, I have to have this person as my friend. I have to talk to this person every day. I have to know this person. I have to see what they are wearing, see what they were doing. We can revert back to childhood. Learn how to be friends with everyone. Learn how to be cordial and respectful with everyone. Learn how to love everyone. And learn what you're going to learn at the time. Learn what you're going to learn at that time. Right? And then let it go. Feel free to learn and grow. Feel free to be open. Feel free to have no limits. Let me just tell you that I want to create opportunities for Black people in my own way. All right? Not saying I want to be a politician and those things. I do not. Not saying I want to be a teacher, a doctor, a lawyer, a judge, or those things. I do not. There are people who are great at being those things in those professions. But I want to create opportunities for Black people in my own way. As far as being a visionary, a spiritual advisory, a commentary, a model, a actress, you name it. Every positive thing I want to be. In order to create opportunities for Black people, I have to first create opportunities for myself. I have to knock down some of those doors, and then I have to let you guys in. I also am willing to sit down in private talks, in groups or individually, and let you guys know how difficult it was. But when you tell a person the truth on how difficult it was, but they can actually see that you have obviously been through the difficulties, the mountains, the valleys, the obstacles, they can say it can be done. You understand? I see a lot of great inspirational posts by Black people. You can't be what you can't see. Well, if you can see me as successful, and I have lots and lots of opportunities that were not given to me, but I was open and I was free to overcome those restrictions and limitations and knock down those doors, go through those doors, over those doors, under those doors, around those doors, through those doors. Praise God. You will say it can be done. You will have me to relate to, just like so many of those before me. Okay, we all are inspired by someone, and we all are looking up to someone as our role model. Okay, so without further ado, feel free to express yourself when you feel it. Feel free to not want to be everyone's friend. Just meet, greet, do what you have to do, get in, get out. If you make a friend, that is great. If the two of you click and connect, that is great. But you don't have to go to places looking for a friend. You might get deterred off of your journey. Who knows? So, if we could think like a child, there's a good chance we will find freedom that we gave up to become adults. Learn to laugh again, learn to love again, learn to lie down and take a rest when you need it. Learn to be happy, learn how to not be defeated, learn how to not even understand limitations or restrictions. That is my commentary for you today. Without further ado, let us close. Today, I am a child again, a good child of Jah. Thank you for liking, viewing, and subscribing to my channel. Thank you for commenting. Have a great day. Blessed.